Some manners don't like me, they try and bad mind me when Kano comes to town. All I say is mine's right and they lose the limelight when Kano comes around. Some try screw me or even sue me, but it don't work cause the crowd don't boo me. You ain't a true G, I'm too deep, how can Kano stay on the ground? I ain't like most that roll around.
So Lee, it's been quite a journey, my man.
Yeah, a little bit of one.
You know what I keep thinking? I keep thinking about when we first sort of, like, you messaged me the first time off the back of, I think Alfie reposted.
Yeah.
And then you messaged me, and there was a period of time, I think it was from like May to October, where we didn't speak.
Yeah.
And then in October, I think I reached out to you again. We got on a call.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that time, but between the first time you reached out to me and then when we actually got on a call.
First time I did want to start like getting back into the fitness properly, but I just thought, I've done it all my life anyway on my own, so I'll just go for it on my own. But then it weren't until a few months down the line I was still in the exact same position that I needed. I think I need someone to actually like help push me through that.
Yeah.
Because it was a motivational thing as well, because I just didn't have the motivation like through that period. That was when we ended up starting, and then just having someone that was always on your case, like not nagging, but like always on your case, like how to explain it.
We had like accountability.
Getting held accountable every week.
Are you doing your work? Are you doing your steps and your
that's it.
as well?
Yeah, accountability.
Yeah. So tell me about that process of like when you first joined up and you were like, you know, getting to terms with everything, tracking your calories for the first time with me, trying to hit your step count, trying to do workouts at home, resistance bands at first.
Yeah.
What was that kind of initial setup like?
To be fair, sorry, say that again.
So when you first started, how easy did you find it?
Oh right, yeah. To be fair, first couple of weeks were a bit still unmotivated a little bit until I'd say week 4.
Yeah.
Was when I done my first progress pictures.
Yeah.
That's when I thought, something actually has changed here, and that's what gave me the proper kick up the arse, basically, to proper go for it. But before that, it was. To be fair, sometimes it was a bit bleak because I was just in my sweatsuit, skipping out on the front drive, and then doing my resistance bands. But it was the thing I'm like, right now, I need to do this, push for it. And then until I got to week 4, it was the first 4 weeks were the hardest, I'd say. And then week 4 happened, and I saw the pictures, and even though I wasn't where I wanted to be, I mean, you can look back on the pictures, and then the first set of progress pictures, I looked the happiest. But that was the sort of catalyst for me. It was them first 4 weeks, getting them under the belt, and then that's when I really started pushing, really.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I remember that. I remember seeing them come through, and I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah, it was a massive difference. Yeah, it was a massive difference.
I think I've done a couple of stories as well. I was like, oh man. So yeah, once you got that wind underneath your wings and you started to get that snowball effect, you know, motivation started to pour in. Tell me about what happened after week 4. How did that go?
That's when I started knocking down properly and counting like every single calorie I was taking. It was before I was putting it into my fitness power, but not everything. Some things I was thinking, that ain't enough. That ain't that many calories anyway, so I can't bother to do that. But it went into after them 4 weeks, I was putting everything, even like Pepsi Max. It ain't really got any calories in it, but even now I was still end up throwing that in just because calorie here and there, which I know you ain't really got to worry about. But that's what made me proper knock them down and actually try and pinpoint everything.
Yeah, you got really precise, really accurate tracking. Yeah. And then if we go from October to December, which I think is where the real 3-month transformation, that last one, we really started to see your abs come through for the first time. That was sick, man. So tell me about that feeling when you got to December time.
That was, to be fair, December because it was the lead up to Christmas. We've done the ab challenge as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was actually quite enjoyable, to be fair, because it helped me on a cold morning. You don't want to get up early, do you? And I was getting up earlier, doing my ab workouts, then going to work, and then doing whatever workouts after that. So it got me into a good routine as well. So I benefited like mentally from it, and obviously physically as well. So that was a massive thing as well, as the mental effect it has on the motivation, and like in day-to-day life as well, like just getting up and getting shit done, really.
Yeah,
because it's easy to just fall into like a lazy sort of, without even realising, a lazy sort of mindset. But as soon as you get up and start moving, you think, I don't want to just sit here. Like, I feel like I should be doing something. So it was a good motivation thing for me as well. And yeah.
If you break down those first 3 months, like first month was the hardest because you're doing it and you kind of like, it's getting going. And then you see the progress photo.
Exactly.
Like, let's do it. And then you're tracking really, really accurately because you've seen the progress, like it works. And then month 3 was just like, right, everything's solid, know what I'm doing now.
Got the plan together and it's working.
That's it. And now you're just having fun with it. Just have challenges, getting up earlier than you usually would, being more active.
It was that month December was they're all highlight months really, but that was a good month as well.
It's funny as well because a lot of people think December, Christmas, I'm not going to start. But
that sort of it motivated me a little bit more as well, because I thought, I'll go against the grain. So instead of going out and drinking for it all the way up until Christmas, which probably would usually do, like most people down the pub, it's Christmas. So I sort of cut that out and just sort of cracked on and got my head down and knuckled on, really, which helped me save money as well.
Brilliant, mate. So then we went into maintenance, like January, February, March, I think. So 3 months of sort of maintenance. How was that? Because you kind of come away from calorie counting for a bit as well.
Yeah, it was I was sort of alright with it, to be fair. I sort of could tell, if I weren't portioning out my meals, I could tell, like, right, I'm starting to get a little bit full now, like, I don't need to eat the rest, sort of thing. Or whereas before, like, I'll just eat, and if it's in front of me, I'll just carry on eating it. But whereas now I was understanding my body a bit better, and just portion size, I could understand it a bit better. So I knew, because I don't think I fluctuated. My weight fluctuates ridiculous anyway, but it was within like 3 kilo for them 2-3 months, which I found quite easy, to be fair. That was nice. Very nice to start cutting again.
Man. Like, you got discipline around food, and also you've got the eye for food. I always talk about the eye for food, and people sometimes don't know what I mean. But I think you explained that quite well just then. Like, you knew, looking at your portion sizes, what was right for you. And probably you knew how many calories were on your plate.
I did. I did play that game a little bit. I did sometimes guesstimate how many calories I think within something, and then put it in, and then that's how I sort of got a sort of like relationship with calories and food. That's because I was doing that before. Whilst I was counting calories, I was thinking, alright, that's going to be about 600 calories for my lunch, just say, and then I'll get closer and closer to that mark, and that's when I stopped tracking. And managed to maintain.
A lot of people say that calorie counting is a bad thing in terms of like it can create eating disorders, creates problems for people. And obviously you've come out and had a positive experience from that. So would you say it empowered you from knowing what was on your plate and knowing what was right for you?
Yeah, definitely. Because it gave me the edge, which was, I know what's going in my body. I know what I need to have for the rest of the day to A, be healthy, and 2, to still be in a deficit. So if I didn't calorie count, I wouldn't have been in this position now. So
So then we go on to sort of stage 3, which is the second cut. Getting ready for the photo shoot. So I remember just seeing how well you'd done and how well you'd maintained. I thought, you know what, I think you're ready to go to the next level and just get super lean. What were your initial thoughts when I reached out to you and said that?
At first, it was a bit daunting because I never done anything like that, and we already beat my initial goal, so I didn't know what my next goal was anyway. But then I took a few months to thought about it. I thought, why not? I've never gone down to that lean before, so might as well go for it. So yeah. And then once I started, addiction's probably not the right word, but yeah, it become addictive to me. So just rolled with it.
Not a bad addiction to
have. No, no.
Yeah, and throughout that process as well, I think stage 3, your training really come on.
Yeah.
And I think your brother's gym helped with that as well.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. I mean, the resistance bands and the skipping was all I'd done for the first 3 or 4 months, I think.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, the 100 definitely helped progress a lot quicker.
Something a lot of people say to me is like, what exercises do I need to do to lose weight? What kind of routine should I do in training wise? And do I need to go to the gym? And I think you can positively say that you don't need to go to the gym.
No, you don't.
Like, you can get in good shape just through resistance bands, like you did.
Yeah, resistance bands and skipping, which was, I mean, you've got to skip. You can, as long as you get the daily steps in, which is, that's it really. Yeah, you ain't got to be like, what do you call it?
You ain't gonna be training all the time, hitting the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say sweating your bollocks off. You ain't got to be grafting in like 10 out of 10 workouts every single week, like 5 days a week, to be losing weight. You ain't even got to go gym, you ain't even got to work out to lose weight. As long as you're getting your daily movement in and your calories right, then you'll still, as long as you're in a deficit, you'll still lose the weight.
Yeah. And that being said, obviously when you started lifting weights and doing that kind of workout at your brother's gym, what kind of effects did you feel physiologically and mentally for doing that?
As soon as I started doing actually lifting the weights, I know it didn't happen overnight, but it sort of felt like overnight. Sort of like, I feel a bit more powerful now. I feel a bit more of a sprinter step as well. Does that make sense? Just gave me that bit more.
Felt powerful.
Yeah, powerful. Yeah, felt powerful, but confident. Yeah, just a bit more confidence. In what I was doing, but then starting to get the aches afterwards. I thought, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
Because you can get that resistance bands, but it is a bit harder. But yeah.
I noticed a difference straight away just from like the comments you were leaving on your workouts.
Yeah.
And your check-in feedback was like really excited for my workouts this week. And I noticed a difference as well just in like just messaging back and forth. You seemed happier.
Yeah, definitely. And it sort of gave me that sort of breakaway from being at home and being like in a gym per se. Because I was doing resistance bands at home, it was like, I wasn't doing it lazy, but some of the workouts I think I'll just go through the motions, but it was sloppy. Whereas as soon as I get in the gym, even if I didn't want to be there one day, they'll be like, well, the quicker you get it done, the quicker you can sort of like go back home and like chill out. So I'd make sure I like push through it, and then you always feel better after workout anyway. So I felt better, obviously. Come out of the workout feeling better, feeling fresher mindset, and then carry on today.
That's it, man. I've got 2 more things I want to talk about.
Yep.
Obviously the cut itself and losing that amount of weight, getting this lean, and how that's been. But before I get to that, PB month. So obviously we had some crazy scores. We had people getting in the personal best of the month. You got about, was it 39?
39, I think.
Yeah, 39 personal bests in the month of July, which was amazing. How did that sort of motivate you throughout that month?
It was massive motivation, to be fair, because it was literally like every week, every session. I was thinking, no, I could do more than that. Like, it was just sort of like a voice in the back of my head was thinking, you can do more, so why aren't you doing more? So I just gave it that extra little push, like through workouts. Even sometimes I would be like, you ain't gonna be able to lift that. I was like, yeah. But then, so even that just gave me like that little voice in the back of my head. It was a bit more like motivation and like pushing the gym, which was nice. And then obviously I had Alfie and Will, which was a bigger motivation.
Yeah, man. I feel like since that challenge, everyone's really come out of their shells.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see in the group, and motivation levels skyrocketed.
Yeah. Just a lot better, because before in the group there wasn't really that back and forth. It's like here and there, but now it's like pretty much every day. There's some conversation going on.
Yeah. Quality, man. And let's kind of hone in on, say, the last month of the Cup.
Yeah.
So we had the dry run, and obviously having a photo shoot, you know, it's a nerve-wracking thing because you've never done this before. Taking your top off in a public gym, that is quite daunting. How did you deal with that?
To be fair, I just thought, well, I've come this far anyway. What's the point in like sort of whipping out now? I might as well just do it, dive in the deep end, and well, nothing can go wrong really. Do you know what I mean? I've done all the hard work's done, so just went with it. Now, don't get me wrong, like even a couple of months ago I would have done it. Definitely not at the start I would have done it. But yeah, I just felt happy and confident to do it. So yeah, it was daunting obviously, but once you start, you sort of like zone out anyway. You focus on your own workout and your own session. So yeah.
What would you say to someone who would likes the idea of doing a photo shoot, but they're just too shit scared to do it?
If they're too shit scared to do it, depends what they're scared of. If they're scared of like doing it in a public place and start somewhere like quiet where you know no one's going to be there, like focus there. Again, you've got to get like just like your mate or something like to start taking pictures so you get used to being in front of the camera, and then I'm no expert at it, do you know what I mean? But just build your confidence up. That's it. Build your confidence up, and then just go for it.
Yeah. The way I see it is like if you are scared of doing something like that, that's something that is a nice thing to overcome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It is a nice feeling because once you do, you think, what was I worried about? There's nothing to be worried about. But it's just a mental battle with yourself really that you got to push through it, and you feel better after. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Alarm keep going on.
That's my alarm.
You've done exceedingly well, to be fair. Like you haven't reported back too much hunger. You haven't reported back any kind of low energy or feeling moody or down or anything like that. You just felt good throughout the entire thing and consistently been able to lose weight pretty much every day for the last week.
Yeah.
And I just think you've done really, really well. I'd say if you could give any advice to, I feel like for this particular part of your journey, you're at the end stages now. We're going to move on to different things like boxing and things to look forward to. But what would you say to someone who's right at the start of their journey, going to come to, wants to do something like this?
Just be consistent with it. Like, there's going to be days where you think, I can't bother for it. There's going to be days where you think, is it even working? But just push through it, stay consistent, listen to you, and you will get there. there will be like bumps in the road. Like I've had bumps in the road, unexpected nights out, and days where I think end up just like eating a little bit too much and think, right, just back on it the next day. Don't let it like one bad day ruin the whole week.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used to do a lot as well. I'll be like, I'll start on Monday, and then Monday comes and I'll have a couple of snacks. Be like, I might as well wait till next week. Which is, I think a lot of people have that mindset. But yeah, just don't let that one hiccup affect the rest of the week. There's been a couple of times where I've had them hiccups, but I still lost weight through the week from being extra disciplined the next couple of days. So it's just be consistent with it.
Yeah. How do you feel now you've come through the other side? You've gone through this whole process, you've got to the final day of your photo shoot, you've taken some amazing photos. How do you feel coming out the other side of that?
Probably 3 words I can describe it with, which is happy, confident, and proud, really. Because at the start I thought this shape was probably another like year and a half to about 2 years away, sort of thing. He's ain't even been a year.
Yeah.
Ain't even been a year, which is mad. But yeah, happy, proud, and a lot more confident.
Well, you should be, and I'm super proud of you, mate.
Yeah, appreciate it. Now let's go eat.
Let's go eat.